Alright, gonna clean some bearings. It's not a hard thing to do. First you gotta take your wheels off. Got a Bronson tool. You gotta pop your bearings off. Get your spacers, put them over there. A lot of people don't clean the bearings. I mean, it's not a hard thing to do. It takes probably 10 or 15 minutes, and it's cheap. You buy some isopropyl alcohol. It's like $2.50 at the pharmacy. Bronson ceramic bearings come with a cleaning kit unit right there. So you can clean your bearings in there. That'll last forever. A skate tool, razor blade to pop your shields. If you don't have shields, you don't have to pop them. So once you have all your wheels and bearings out, it's good to use a little towel, keep all your stuff on. Make sure you don't lose your hardware and your washers. So the next step, you have to pop the shields. So to pop the shields, you take like a razor blade and you just kind of get in the corner and pop them out. All right, once you have all your shields off your bearings, don't lose them. Then you can take your bearings and you can put them on there's two little tracks in here. So you throw your bearing in there. It comes with washers, but you can also use your spacers. I don't know, there's kind of no right or wrong. Basically just want to get them in there so you can shake the bearings up and get the particles loose. So once you get the bearings in there, you're going to open up your can of isopropyl alcohol. Then you're going to pour, you fill it up about halfway. Then you're going to put the lid on. And you're going to shake it up. Make sure you have a towel or something handy, just in case, a little of the alcohol comes out. So you're going to shake this up for, I don't know, 5 minutes or so. Kind of swish around. You can hear it. Alright, so we've been shaking it for about 5 minutes, getting all the dirt out. Then you're going to dump it into something. Dump it into a plastic bucket. Now, I don't know if you can see, but that water is definitely has kind of a black tint to it from all the bearing grease, dirt, and everything that's in there. Then we're going to take the bearings back out, drop them back in. We're going to give them another rinse. Put the spacers in between bearings. Pour some more alcohol in there. Fill it up like halfway to 3/4. Put the lid back on. Give it another shake. The more of the alcohol that gets mixed around with the bearings helps get all the dirt out. Take the lid off. Dump them into a clean cup. Alcohol is definitely clearer now. A lot of the dirt was in the first flush. Take your bearings out. Put them on a clean towel. Then you can always put the shields in just to give them a little rinse. Get the grease off so it doesn't, whatever's on there doesn't go back into the bearings. Drop those on the towel. Now you just want to use the towel to kind of dry everything off. Kind of pat dry the bearings. They already feel great. All the dirt's out of there. Try to get the bearings as dry as you can. You can hear that. Then you want to clean up your bearing shields so you can put those back on. Yeah, like I said before, it's not a hard thing to do. It's a little bit time consuming, Everyone's got a little free time to keep the bearings clean, right? Alright, so after you get all your bearings, spacers, shields cleaned off, dry, the next step is to take your high-speed ceramic oil that Bronson makes, It's a good lubricant. What you want to do is just put a couple drops on the side where you can see the ball bearings. Just want to put a drop or two in there in each one. Not too much, just enough to give it some lubrication, because when you clean it, you take some of the lubrication out. This you can buy at any skate shop that carries Bronson, so pretty much every skate shop. So once you put this in, lubricate your bearings. It's going to make them sound quieter because there's less friction. And you know, some people don't like that, but it's actually better for your bearing. Then the next step is to take your shields, unless you don't put the shields back in your bearings, but I'm going to, because these are ceramics. I want to protect them. I want them to last as long as they possibly can before setting up a new set. So just kind of put them on, put them right over it, and they just kind of pop right into place. You don't need the razor blade to help push them in or anything. You can just kind of use your fingertip. All right, now that all your shields are on the bearings, you're gonna put your bearings and your spacers back into your wheels. Spacers, bearings. Put your washer on. Axle nut. Do that to all four spacers. Washers on the inside of your hanger keep your bearing from rubbing on your hanger, so that gives you a little space. And then when you put the other washer in between your bearing and your hardware, that keeps it spinning freely. A lot of people are like, I don't use washers. Just slowing yourself down. That's it. Took about 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes to clean. Bearings are clean, ready to roll. If you buy the ceramic bearings, it comes with a free cleaner. You got to buy the ceramic high-speed ceramic oil. Bronson makes that. You buy that at the skate shop. Isopropyl alcohol. It's like $2.50 for this. I only use that much. And you just need a cleaning cup to dump all the dirty fluid in there, and a razor blade or a knife or X-Acto knife to pop the shields, and a skate tool. And that's a wrap.
Rainier is a lot sicker than watching YouTube, but if you're gonna watch YouTube, Bronson. I can promise you, if you watch any of NHS's YouTubes, you will not see a Kardashian, or whatever those things are.